Action.
My name is Dylan Seaton, and I'm playing 70s serial killer, cannibal, and all-around good guy, Richard Chase. He was a young man from East Sacramento, grew up in the 60s and 70s, and unfortunately led a very troubled childhood that led to heavy drug use and severe mental illness, which led to his being institutionalized, killing animals, and unfortunately killing human beings. Richard took the lives of 6 people within about a month at the end of 1977, beginning of 1978, before he was captured, including a pregnant woman and 2 children.
It's an awfully complicated character that he's been chosen to play. It's showing the transformation, basically, of how this guy came to be.
I think they hit it dead on when they cast Dylan for the role.
This is a role that any actor should dream about because it's about as challenging as it gets. You really have to reach places inside yourself, dark places that you don't necessarily want to ever reach, but it's your job as an actor to do justice to this character and to find those dark places inside of you to bring truth to the character. So you're not just doing a caricature of a serial killer like Jason or Freddy Krueger, but you're actually depicting a real person with real mental illness.
The first thing I noticed when I read the script was the nature of the killings that Richard Chase had committed. I found it to be a very bizarre character.
Bizarre and disturbing would probably be the best way I could describe it. Someone who has no thought of consequences is very interesting to me. It made you want to keep finding out more about this person.
We've been to some really cool places in just a few weeks. We're in an abandoned youth correctional facility that dates back to the 1920s. And last week we were in basically an abandoned rehabilitation center for the mentally ill and for alcoholics. You just feel a sense of unease, and I think that works very well for this character because he was never at ease, I don't think ever. In a mere 2 weeks, I've killed people and drank their blood. Drank blood from living human beings, off of the floor. I've gotten to know fake blood very well during the course of this shoot. An innocent man taking groceries out of his car, and I shot him dead.
Fire.
I stabbed an innocent woman to death in the bathtub.
Action.
And then basically blew her lover's head off with a shotgun. He had the nerve to punch me in the face. So yeah, I shot him in the head. He had it coming.
I've always been a big fan of horror movies anyway, and I don't know if you can actually call this a horror movie. It might fit along the more drama lines. Either way, it's been graphic and there's been a lot of blood, and me personally, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so we're looking at like little pieces, like little piece of mouth, little piece of eye.
So to see how they do it and put everything together and get it kind of playing it a little bit, pretty exciting.
We have banana blood as my guts. And I'm being manhandled by 2 people I just met today.
It's a really, really interesting story that I cannot believe I didn't know anything about. Even if I was not involved, I would absolutely tune into this.
They've made the movies about John Wayne Gacy and all the other serial killers that they've just hyped up. Nobody's ever made a movie about Richard Chase before. If you like serial killer movies and serial killer documentaries and all the stuff that they show on Discovery Channel, then you will love this movie.